Hello everyone, welcome to another session on Zeitgeist, the readings on society and culture. In fact, this is my second session on the second chapter of the first module of the textbook, and the second chapter is Preamble to the Constitution of India. I have read and explained to you the two introduction paragraphs of that particular chapter. Now I move on to the text. Okay. The preamble to the Constitution of India, it's a very small and short kind of a passage as it is here. See, you can also say that it throws light into four important ideas. The source of the Constitution, okay. Secondly, it gives us a kind of an impression about the nature of Indian state. Indian state refers to state as a nation, as a concept of nation. Like you can say country, instead of country we are using the word state. Okay. Also you can say that it actually the preamble gives us an impression about the objectives of the Constitution, and lastly it also gives us the information about date of its adoption. Though this is not that needed for your for your paper, or you can say from the university exam point of view, you can also keep in your mind that the concept called preamble is in fact, the ideas of it is in fact been taken by the objective resolution proposed by Jawaharlal Nehru. Okay, that in fact turned out to be and that too it was in the year 1927 if I'm not mistaken. So that in fact turned out to be the preamble to the ideas that got represented in the preamble to the Constitution. And also another point, again not that important from the exam point of view, that the preamble cannot be enforced through court, or you can say it is not enforceable in court. Okay, so that also you can. Moving on to the components of the preamble, I can say that the preamble, though it's very small, very short and very precise, it's very powerful statement. It can be divided into four. The first important component is the source of authority. It signals at, points to the source of authority. So it reads thus, the preamble reads thus: we the people of India have solemnly resolved to constitute India into a. So the source of authority in fact lies on the people of India. Or you can say that the source of authority lies with the people of India. I continue the reading. We the people of India have solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic. So this is the second component, I should say. The preamble declares the Constitution of India, or India, that is how it should be. We are coming up with a new nation, and this nation will be thus: it will be sovereign, it will be socialist, it will be secular, it will be democratic, and it will be republic. I'll explain them in detail after I explain the four important components. Okay. Now, after stating what is India, the third component I should say is about the objectives of the Constitution, or you can say objectives that are stated in the preamble. The objectives are secure justice, liberty, equality to all citizens, and promote fraternity, to maintain unity and integrity of the nation. So this is the purpose, this is the objective of the preamble. Through the preamble, this is the objective of what? Of the Constitution of this new nation that we are creating. And the fourth component is, I should say, the date that is mentioned in the preamble, that when the preamble got adopted. It got adopted. The preamble got adopted into the Constitution of India on 26th of November 1949. Okay, so these are the points. I should say there are four components. One, it is about the source of authority. Second one, it declares what this particular country is. Then it talks about the objectives, and lastly the fourth component is its date of adoption. Now we will quickly look into the key words of the preamble. The first important word, as I have suggested, earlier also, is the it is the source of authority that is referred in the preamble. That is, we, the people of India. So it is basically prepared and proposed by the people of India, not the members of the Constituent Assembly, not the so-called representatives or the so-called privileged people, not the educated people of India, not the freedom fighters, not those people who participated in the Indian freedom struggle, not by Britishers, not those people who were like the favorites of the Britishers, or not those people who revolted against the Britishers. It is basically something that actually belongs to the people of India. Okay, so it rests with the power of the Constitution, rests with the people of India. If I read, we, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India, we have solemnly decided, resolved among ourselves to constitute India into what? First one, sovereign. What do you mean by sovereign? Sovereign means we have got an independent authority. Independent. We are independent. We are no longer dominion of any other country. There is no external power that actually exercises any ownership over the country called India. Okay. Sovereign basically refers to the independence of this nation. Okay. Now the second term is socialist. As I've told you, three words got introduced into, or three words got added into the preamble. One word is socialist. With the 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act of 1946. The term socialist means the achievement of socialist ideals or socialist ends through democratic means. Facts, in a way assures the mixed economy, the private and the public, the existence of both side by side. And as I've told you, it got added by the 42nd Amendment Act of 1976. Next word is sovereign, socialist. Third word is secular. Secular means India does not have a single religion, or you can say, to put it in an easy way, Indians, they respect all the religions. Okay, so secularism in India is in fact much different from the secularism of Europe. In Europe, they believe that through secularism, they actually propose that the state has no religion. Here, what we actually propose with the concept called secularism is that we have equal respect for every religion. There is a difference between the two. One is without religion, and the other one is like all the religions are equal before the nation. Okay, so there is a difference. So we have equal respect for every religion. Clear with that? So that is the meaning of the word secularism or secular in the preamble. Next is democracy. Democracy, we all are familiar with democracy these days. Democracy simply means every kind of authority that actually happens, especially the political authority, it happens through election. That is the simplest sense. Democracy, what exactly mean by democracy. And so as it is given in your text, the supreme power in this particular state lies with the people. Lastly, republic. Republic actually means the head of the nation is elected. You're getting it. It is it's an elected representative who is going to be the head of the nation. You can say the simplest example is, in certain countries, for example in Britain, the head of the nation is, or you can say the head of the state. State, as I've told you in the beginning, state here actually means country. Okay, not the states like Kerala, Tamil Nadu and all. So the head of the state or the nation called Britain is a hereditary post. The British king or the British queen, right now Queen Elizabeth, is the head of the nation called Britain. You're getting it. But here in India, it was it is an elected post. It is not, let it be direct or indirect election, but it is an elected post. Okay, so that is a difference. So there is a difference between head of the state and head of the government. The state means for us it is the president of India, and head of the government of India is the prime minister of India. Okay, just for your general knowledge. Okay, so that is about the 5 different words given in the preamble of the constitution to describe India. Now the objectives of the Indian constitution is described in the next 4 words: justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity. Okay, justice, what type of justice? Social, economic, and political. Justice, you can say it is promised through the provisions of fundamental rights and directive principles of state policy. Social justice means the constitution create a society without discrimination. Okay, that is social justice on the grounds of caste, creed, or religion, or gender. There is no discrimination as such. Then economic justice means there is no discrimination on the basis of wealth, income, or economic status. That is what the Constitution of India offers. Political justice means every Indian citizen has a right to vote, and they are treated equal at the time of vote. They have they have the right to select their leader. Okay, political leader. People of India, they have a fair, free, and you can say an equal right without any kind of discrimination in political opportunities. If any person in India, they can contest for, any citizen of India, they can contest for elections also. It means there is no section in the society of India has got special privileges, and it is based on that we have took away the titles from all these Maharajas and Maharanis. There were so many princely states in British India or pre-independent India, and all of them were asked to decline their titles. They are normal Indian citizens. So that is equality. Okay, there is no discrimination as such. So equality of status and also of opportunity. In case of any opportunity for education, for employment, or you can say, or in political participation, we treat every Indian as equal. Promote among them all. What exactly we have to promote? We have to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual. Okay, fraternity means basically brother. Through justice, through liberty, through equality, what exactly we are trying to do? We are promoting what? Brotherhood. Every Indian citizen, they are just brothers and sisters. Okay, that is why we used to do that pledge every day morning in school assemblies. India is my nation, all Indians are my brothers and sisters. Okay, so that is in fact in tune with the preamble of Indian constitution. So assuring the dignity of the individual. And it is not just that to promote fraternity, you have to assure, you have to give that kind of assurance. Okay, ഉറപ്പാണ് കൊടുക്കുന്നത്, assurance. And what exactly is assured here? Dignity of every individual, their dignity, depending on, based on their religion, based on their gender, based on their caste, what exactly they are accepted as they are. Okay, that is what the government is in fact promised through the preamble, or you can say through the constitution. And with this particular promise of fraternity, you can say, or assuring the dignity of individual, what exactly we are doing? The unity and the integrity of the nation is in fact, it is also being assured. Okay, so through liberty, through justice, through equality, through fraternity, the unity and integrity of the nation, okay, is that is in fact being kept. And in our constituent assembly, this, we the people of India we have resolved, where in our constituent assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby, what exactly we are doing? Do hereby adopt, enact, and give to ourselves this constitution. We are giving we adopt this constitution, we take this constitution, we enact this constitution. On this very day we are enacting it, okay, and we give this constitution to ourselves. This is not that people who are sitting in the constituent assembly, they are of high level and the others are of low level. There is nothing of that kind. We are doing it together, okay. So we give to ourselves this constitution, okay. I hope I am clear, and in the next session I'll discuss with you the questions from this chapter.